Pokémon!
Hi, it's Sunny. To get started, we're going to use some foil to shape the head. So I started shaping it to form kind of like a Pac-Man. So that part will be the mouth. Then you'll want to make the top of his head just like a little, I don't know, lump. Lastly, I added another part to the front, which will be the nose. Next, I cut the clay and thinly roll it so I can cover the foil. Just smooth it down with your fingers, and it doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to cover it with faux fur. Make sure to leave a spot in the back because that's where the armature wire will be attached. Time to add the teeth. Now you could stop right here with a simple cute button nose, but I want mine to be a little bit more realistic. To give it more texture, use a toothbrush specifically for clay to stipple the top of the nose. Now making 4 foil balls and covering it in a thin layer of clay for the feet. I left a small little opening so I can attach the armature wire. Now, after following the instructions on my clay package on baking, I'm just going to cut holes in the foil so I can start attaching the armature wire and painting the clay. There's a ton of hot glue to attach all of the armature wire to the clay pieces. The armature wire was the hardest and took the longest, but it turned out pretty cute. So I had to do 2 separate attachment points on his head because his head did get really heavy. That was the only way to keep it up. I wanted the candle to actually light up, so I used a tea light from Dollar Tree. Next, I took quilt batting and cut up strips of it to wrap the armature wire. Now a little tracing, and somehow I got a little stencil to cut out the faux fur. Now when cutting the faux fur, it's very important to keep in mind the hair flow so everything looks correct when you start sewing. Every time I cut, I save some of the fur in the bag just so I can use it to fur the face later on. Gotta save that money, you know? Next, sew it all together and add a little bit of stuffing. To make the drip effect on the candle, I used a hot glue gun. The extra faux fur cuttings, I used glue for the face. Use a little bit of tack to temporarily hold down the candle so I can do the fitting for the top of the head. I velcroed a thin strip of faux fur and attached ears to it so I can take the candle in and out pretty easily. Lastly, give him a trim and glaze a nose. Here he is. When my gosh, he's so cute. Tell me what you think. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.